Hi friends, Nette P Stamping coming to you from Warnersville, Pennsylvania. I'm just finishing up my Christmas cards and I'm using up a couple of scraps here. And I just thought I'd show you a couple of tips for using up your paper and using up your scraps. And so I'm going to make a real quick Christmas card here. Follow along with me. And I'm going to flip down the camera right now. Okay, first thing is when I get designer paper, there's a demonstrator out there. She does a thing called Love It Chop It, and her Love It Chop It says, first thing you do when you get a piece, get your 12 by 12 sheets of designer series paper, chop them up to usable bits. And you know why you do that? Because you're more likely to use them. I don't know about you, but I love this paper. I just love it. And so what I've done, this was the poinsettia set of designer paper. I cut it all up, and now it's cut to 4 by 5 1/4 pieces, 4 inch by 5 1/4 inches. And I have it all ready to go. So I can just take a piece and put it on my card. Well, in this case, what I've done is I have taken one of these pieces, the 4 by 5 1/4, because that's your standard front. Okay, I took my base. This is Sahara sand, no, soft suede. Okay, that's my base. I cut real red, and I used that at 4 by 5 1/4. And then I took my sheet of 4 by 5 1/4 designer paper. I hope I'm not confusing you. And I cut a 1/4 inch off, top and bottom, or bottom and side. And I'm going to put that on there just to add a little layer. Just makes it look nice. Okay, so I'm going to stick those two pieces together. Remember, this is a quick card that we're just putting together. Last minute, oops, I forgot to mail a card to so-and-so, and here we go. I'm going to quick throw this one together. I'm going to take a piece of coordinating ribbon. This is real red. I'm going to tape it to the back. You've probably all seen my faux bow trick, and that's just what I'm going to do here. Tape that to the back. And then I'm going to tape the whole, use my snail to put the whole thing together. Like so. Now I cut a whole bunch of pieces. This I used the Stitched Shapes framelits dies to cut this out. And what I do is I cut a bunch out and I just stick them all in here. I have so many things like that to show you as we go. So I just keep them in here, and then when I need something, I just a quick oval, there it is. This shape, there it is. I have some in vanilla and some in Whisper White, so I have a little bit of both. And I'm going to take a Merry Christmas stamp. I'm going to stamp it on here. Nothing real fancy, but just pretty. I am dropping. Today is one of those days when I'm just dropping everything I pick up. Oh, and guess what? I just got, these are coming out in January, but demonstrators got to get first grabs at them. The baby cut and emboss machine. Isn't it cute? I love this sucker. I am so excited. I've been using it like crazy. These are the little plates, and it has every plate that the big one has. Your cutting plates, your base plate, your embossing folders and one for 3D embossing folders. And it's about 3 inches wide, so it cuts, oh, it cuts a lot. There's a lot of different sized framelits and things that it cuts, but I'm going to do a lot more with that going forward. I really was just going to show you a real quick little thing here, and I get sidetracked. That happens a lot, doesn't it? Okay, so I'm going to take, I also have a whole lot of these cut. These are also cut at 5 1/4 by 4. They are my insides. I always stamp on an insert. Some people like to stamp right on this. I don't like to stamp on the color. This adds some depth to the card. It adds some heft to it. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. I just like the way it looks when you stamp on something other than the back of the card itself. Okay, so I'm going to put that on there. Now I'm going to take another scrap that I have here of the same paper that I put on the front. I'm pretty sure I had, yep, there's a scrap of that. And I'm cutting it about almost an inch wide, and it's by 5 1/4, and I'm just sticking that in the bottom there just for pretty. And then I have one of my favorite insides for my cards this year is sending you blessings, peace, and magic this Christmas season. That came from the Snow Wonder stamp set with the snowman and the trees, just in case you're wondering. But if you have a favorite one that you're using, or you have anything at all that you like to put in the inside of the cards, or maybe you just like to write in the inside, do that now. Okay, and now I'm going to take the Merry Christmas. I like to jazz this up with something. I think it needs something else. I'm not sure what. Let's see. I have a wreath with that particular set, and I'm going to use it. That same set, and I'm going to actually use it in red, and I'm going to do it very, like I'm stamping off twice, and I'm only going to put half of the wreath there. Okay, can you see that? I think that looks kind of pretty. It's going to go right there. And to finish my faux bow, okay, first these have to go on with dimensionals. Here's a couple. I'm digging in this scrap pile right now. Like I said, I'm finishing up my cards, and so I had full supplies of everything, and right now my desk is just a disaster, and I've got little bits and pieces and scraps and this, that, and everything else around, and I'm just trying to use it all up. So this says Merry Christmas. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put my faux bow on here. And the best thing, I'm going to show you, Stampin' Up! Has shimmer paint. And the shimmer paint comes in a little tiny bottle. They have it in champagne, and it comes in another color. I forget what color it is. I think copper maybe. And you take this shimmer paint, you take one of the Stampin' Up! Spritzers and fill it with alcohol, plain old rubbing alcohol up here. Then you dribble a couple of dribbles of the shimmer paint in with the rubbing alcohol, and you shake it up, and you hold your card out like this and spray it on. and it just gives your whole card a little sparkle. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't think you can see it so good from here, but it turns, I don't know, it just makes the card look so pretty. So I started doing that with like every Christmas card. I think I've refilled this tube twice, and it doesn't take a lot. It's just a little spritz. And it doesn't get everywhere like glitter does, except on your fingers, but it's rubbing alcohol, so it dries right away and it goes away. And that's your card, real quick and easy, just with scraps. Tie your little ribbon here and you're good to go. Okay, I hope that helped you solve some last minute problems, and I have a lot of things coming up this week. There's some sales. We're starting to clear out merchandise from Christmas already. I have started getting the stuff from sale-a-bration. Sale-a-bration starts January 1st. You're going to be getting your catalogs, probably sometime this week. So keep an eye out for that. It'll have the occasions catalog that's good from January 1st and through June. And then the sale-a-bration catalog is only good for 2 months, January and February. And for anybody that doesn't know, sale-a-bration means that anything in the sale-a-bration little catalog, if you order $50 worth of stuff from the big catalog or the occasions catalog, every $50 worth you order, you can get something free out of the sale-a-bration catalog. And they have some really neat stuff. They have some coordinating stuff. You'll see what I mean when you get the catalog. And I'll be doing a lot of stuff out of that catalog when it comes. So keep an eye out for it. And meanwhile, hope you get your Christmas cards finished up, and happy stamping. Bye.